Manifesting generators are here to do work that they love, and they evolve by pivoting when what they're doing no longer lights their fire. They have an important role in society as our builders and creators, and they are gifted with a lot of creative, powerful life force energy that's meant to be used up every day in satisfying ways so that they can wake up excited for the next. Welcome to my channel on human design. My name is Anna and I'm an experienced human design reader. Today's video is an introductory one on manifesting generators. Now, I used to share and mistakenly think that manifesting generators were their own separate type in human design, but they are actually a variation of the generator type. So technically they are generators. So I'm course correcting a bit in this video and returning to traditional human design, in which there are 4 types instead of 5 types, with manifesting generators being a variation of the generator type. But since this is a basics video, let's just stick with basics. How do you know if you're a manifesting generator? Well, wherever you look up your human design chart, it'll say next to type, manifesting generator if you are a manifesting generator. If it just says generator, that means you are a pure generator, and I have a separate video for you guys. But overall, generators make up 70% of the population, and about half of that 70% are manifesting generators. What makes them different from pure generators is that they have a quicker energy that is prone to pivot. So this can sometimes make them look restless or impatient, or even flaky and unreliable to others. However, I do know a handful of successful manifesting generators that have a very focused energy. So generalizing them as having this sort of ADHD all over the place energy isn't totally correct. However, manifesting generators do thrive when they are busy. They can juggle multiple interests or even multiple careers at once. They are gifted with efficiency. They can see the fastest way to get from point A to Z and can skip unnecessary steps. This is why manifesting generators can look to others as being so good at manifesting, because they can see the fastest way to make something happen. However, in their impatience, manifesting generators can sometimes skip necessary steps and then have to go over or go back and do things again, which causes a lot of frustration in their life. Overall, manifesting generators have a buzzy energy that really thrives when they have a lot of plates spinning. This can look like having non-linear careers or being multi-passionate in life. They can really quickly master something, be it a talent, a project, or a task, and then they're really meant to move on to the next thing that excites them. Here are some words that I associate with manifesting generators: builders, doers, speedy creators, multi-hyphenate powerhouses, and energetic helpers. Manifesting generators, I've observed, have the most energy of all the types, and they can really do a lot more than other people. And this is really good awareness for them to have, that most people, unless they're manifesting generators, of course, aren't meant to keep up with you. Now, manifesting generators have a lot of stamina to work, go, go, go. This is the same for pure generators, but this doesn't mean that they're meant to slave away at a job that they hate or help everybody who asks them to help them throughout the day. That can actually be really depleting and drain them of their juice. Manifesting generators, the more you can start prioritizing what lights you up and saying no to what doesn't, the more energy you'll have and the more magnetic you'll become. This natural magnetism of manifesting generators is due to their aura, which is called open and enveloping. Being around a manifesting generator can feel like being drawn into a warm embrace. Manifesting generators have this magnetic aura that's meant to draw people and opportunities to them. They really don't need to chase after things or initiate a lot of action. That's actually an incorrect use of their energy. Now, the enveloping part of their aura, again, is what draws people to them. And the open part is where people can sense their capacity and availability. And this will provoke questions from them. And this is not a bad thing. However, this is where manifesting generators need to have strong boundaries to say yes or no to whatever is coming their way, be it somebody who asks them to hang out or someone at work who asks them to do a task that requires their powerhouse energy, or even just passing a dog on the street that's wagging its tail and wants a pet. Now, the correct yes or no response for manifesting generators is actually not going to come from their mind, but from their gut instinct. This gut instinct is a visceral feeling in your body, and it's going to tell you who or what is correct for you, and is actually a really accurate barometer for what you have the energy for, so that you don't burn out. From a human design standpoint, when manifesting generators start trusting their gut, they will experience a lot less resistance in their life and will start aligning to the life that they're meant for. Every type in human design has a strategy, and it's meant to help us enter the correct relationships and opportunities for us. The manifesting generator strategy is called to respond, and this response refers to the gut response, or that gut feeling, gut instinct that I was just speaking about. It's going to be an immediate response in your body to a question or something that shows up in your outer world. So let's say, for example, somebody asks you a yes or no question, such as, do you want pizza for dinner? Do you want to date that person? Can you do this for me? Do you want to go to college? You will have an immediate gut feeling that's going to be either a yes, no, or a not yet to that question. A yes could feel like an expansive feeling in your body, or a jump in your stomach, or excitement like butterflies, or a slight pull forward towards something. A no could be a pull away from something, a feeling of dread or a drop in your stomach, or just this internal feeling of contraction away from something. A not yet could be a feeling of physical hesitancy in your body, or the sound of coming out of your mouth. Now remember, manifesting generators are here to be magnetic and constantly drawing things to them. The gut will always have a response to what is showing up in your outer world, and it's very simple. It's going to be a yes, no, or a not yet. However, it can be challenging to hear this response if you are stuck in your head or always in your thoughts. For example, let's say you are swiping on a dating app and a profile appears and you have this full-bodied yes to it. Notice how fast your mind will shut that yes down because the dude isn't 6'2". Now, if you have a hard time hearing your gut, you really want to do practices that drop you into your body, because again, the gut response is a visceral feeling in your body. So you could try something like deadlifting or belly dancing that gets you more into that lower body area. Another thing that's really helpful is for people in your life to ask you yes or no questions or give you options, not open-ended questions. Options and yes or no questions will really help trigger that gut response in you. And the gut response will never come with an explanation. If it does, that might be your thinking mind. In another example, let's say a job opportunity shows up in your world. This could be a friend texting you something, or just reading a job listings site. Now, when you're reading a job description, try dropping into your body and see how it feels in your gut or in your lower body. Is there a feeling of expansion when you read the job description, or is there a feeling of contraction or a drop in your belly? Another tip for manifesting generators is to imagine committing your energy to the thing before you actually commit it. So visualize what it would be like at this job. Does that give you a feeling of excitement or a feeling of dread? Now, once you get a clear yes from your gut, then you can absolutely pursue something and get after it and apply it for that job. Waiting to respond just means waiting for your gut to give you the green light before you pursue something. Another thing that I recommend for manifesting generators is to inform the people in your life of your decision before you go off and do something. This will just make for more harmonious relationships in your life. Remember, manifesting generators are here to quickly shift directions and make even radical pivots. I remember once having a manifesting generator friend who got really into roller skating. Now, when manifesting generators get really lit up by something, their energy is magnetic and infectious. And she got me into roller skating too. And so I got all the gear and I was roller skating and into it. And then one day she said, I'm into ceramics, let's do pottery. And I'm like, I'm over here roller skating. So it's really helpful in your relationships and at work to inform people in your life that will be impacted by your shifts in directions or pivots of what you're gonna do before you do it. Frustration is something that all humans feel, but when a manifesting generator experiences frustration consistently, it's what's called their not self theme, and it's simply a signal that they've gone off track. A secondary not self theme for manifesting generators is anger. So if you are experiencing consistent frustration or anger in an arena of your life, it's a sign that something needs to shift. Frustration can also feel like feeling stuck, feeling resentful about what you have to do, or just feeling drained and depleted in general. Frustration can arise when a manifesting generator is saying yes when they're really a no. I heard this thing the other day that when you say no, you're actually saying yes to yourself. That's like a really good one for manifesting generators. Frustration can also result from initiating a lot of action and not waiting for your body's knowing. Oftentimes with manifesting generators, there's this mental fear that if you wait for opportunities to show up in your world, none will. So you take a lot of manic action or lock into tunnel vision on your 5-year plan. But waiting for something to show up in your outer world could be as simple as reading an article online about a life coach and just feeling the spark of excitement. You want to follow that excitement, even if you don't know where it's going to head. It might very well be your next career move. It's not about the mind coming up with an idea, but it's rather about life prompting you into action. When manifesting generators are consistently following their strategy, that is, following their gut, they should experience satisfaction. Satisfaction is what's called their signature. Now I want to add there's a secondary signature for manifesting generators, and that is peace. So when you're feeling satisfaction and peace, which is your birthright, that means you are most likely consistently living your design. Satisfaction is a telltale sign that you're saying yes only to what excites you and no to what drains you. And I should add that learning how to delegate is also a really important tool for manifesting generators so that you can really prioritize what brings you satisfaction. I recommend during the day prioritizing small moments of satisfaction, which could be as simple as organizing that cluttered drawer in your apartment because that's really satisfying for you, or doing this workout that you love after work. You really want to use your energy up in satisfying ways every day so that you can fall asleep well at night. Prioritizing personal satisfaction over the shoulds is the fastest way for manifesting generators to align with the joyful, vibrant life that is their birthright. Manifesting generators are really not meant to be put in one box. This can really make them angry. They really need the freedom to move fast, to pivot, and to be in their own creative flow. And this will just make for more harmonious relationships, either at work or in their personal life, when they're really allowed to evolve and to be their multifaceted selves. I'm adding a section on work because finding the right work is vital to manifesting generators. It can really transform your life. And I also want to add that for you, work might be building and creating a family. That can also be very satisfying career for manifesting generators. Generally speaking, manifesting generators are multi-passionate and might have non-linear careers. Now, this isn't fully accepted in our society to frequently change jobs or change careers. So sometimes manifesting generators can hold on to something for too long, I think out of either fear of judgment of others or self-judgment for being quitters or being flaky. Now, manifesting generators can also juggle very different jobs at the same time. Like you could be a yoga teacher in the evening and a stockbroker during the day. Now, I also want to mention that if you are a manifesting generator and are happy in the same career you've had for 20 years, that's not wrong either. Just make sure that you have enough stimulation each day to keep you satisfied. I'm going to use two famous manifesting generators as examples of what a career path can look like for a manifesting generator. Angelina Jolie is a good example of a manifesting generator who is multi-passionate and has had a multi-hyphenate career. She started off as an actress and then made a pretty radical pivot to become a humanitarian. In her latest pivot, she has started a fashion brand, and somehow this just works for her because she's a manifesting generator. Martin Luther King Jr. is an example of a manifesting generator who had a more focused career path. He was dedicated to civil rights, but upon closer inspection of his career, you can see that he pivoted and expanded within that to being against the Vietnam War and then to fighting poverty in America, even though people around him didn't agree with these moves. And also remember, Martin Luther King Jr. was not only a civil rights leader, but he also was a passionate Baptist minister. Manifesting generators are here to find themselves through their passions, whether they stay in one career lane or they zigzag all over the place. In closing, my best advice I have for manifesting generators is to surrender the pictures that you have in your mind of how you think your life should go and lean more into where your gut is leading you moment by moment. Remember, life is meant to come at you, not the other way around. And your aura, your energy is magnetic. You find your truth through response. Now, if you're watching this because you have a manifesting generator loved one, the best thing you can do is to ask them clarifying questions, yes or no questions, or give them options to trigger that response. It is through response that manifesting generators find deep satisfaction in work, in their relationships, and in life. Thank you guys so much for watching this video on manifesting generators. Until next time, I wish you deep joy and satisfaction in all our lives. Take good care. Bye.